Hey everybody, welcome to another 10-minute Marvel video. I'm Petter, and today we're continuing our Agatha All Along talk. This is kind of the last video that I want to do off of episode 5, though this one has very little to do with episode 5. Episode 5, there will be some spoilers for sure coming out in this video, so you've been warned. It's a short episode. Go check it out if you haven't already. Get caught up on Agatha All Along. It's been great. Great TV. So, into the spoilers. Into these theories. The question is, where is Agatha All Along going? Because what happens at the end of episode 5? Alice, she's dead. Rio, don't know where she is. Assuming that she's doing whatever death does with Alice's body after her death. Which, with death, who knows what that might be? And then Agatha, we know where she is. She's buried along the Witch's Road. The ground has absorbed her. And then Lilia and Jennifer, ground has absorbed them as well. The only one left really walking the road at this point, well, the teen and the feral coven of the Salem 7. And the Salem 7 probably doesn't care and is going to try and peace out as fast as they can to go to wherever Agatha is. So, are we just going to get episodes of the teen walking the road? The show is still called Agatha All Along. So, what instead might it be? What could it be? I think the next 2 episodes, so we have episodes 6 and 7, or maybe even just episode 6, is going to remind us a little bit of the flashback episodes in WandaVision. The episode where we find out about Agatha's history and her ability to steal powers. The episode where she makes Wanda go through and kind of relive her life. I think we're going to see that, and I think we're going to see 2 different versions of it, of history again. The first version that I think we're going to see is I think we're going to understand how Wiccan came to be. Now, we know that the teen was cast as the teen, but there was casting calls put out for Billy Kaplan's parents. I think we're going to find out kind of the history of the teen and also how the teen has been manipulating Wanda and the situation from potentially behind the scenes to get down the Witch's Road. And I talk about this in the video where I talk about how the teen is Wiccan. So that came out today as well. Check out that video. But I think that he has kind of this more altruistic, this better reason for walking down the road than everybody else. He's trying to bring Wanda back. Not necessarily the Scarlet Witch, but he's trying to bring Wanda back. He's trying to bring his mother back. And with the history of Agatha allegedly having walked the Witch's Road before, he needed her to get down there. But now he's starting to see her for what she is. She is somebody who is going to take advantage of everybody the moment that she can. And so I think we're going to get, first off, how he manipulated her to get her to the road. But I also think we're going to get an understanding of how he came to be. And in particular, I think that we're going to get this understanding that he is the soul of Billy from the Hex. That Wanda was able to create this new version or separate or hold on to this piece of the hex and place it in somewhere else and someone else that it could grow. But whether or not Wanda consciously knew this, that she was doing this, I think that's going to be a question. Because based off of timelines and based off of like some information, we know that there's this car crash that happens approximately 3 weeks after the fall of the hex. I mean, Halloween happens within the hex. I'm assuming that date is in fact correct for the hex. If it does happen, I mean, it gives us a very good timeline for stuff. And the car crash, let's talk a little bit more about that. So there were supposed to be, I believe, 2 bodies and then a whole lot of blood in the back seat. Obviously, there's a whole lot of blood in the back seat. Somebody didn't, somebody didn't die. Some body left that crash. And the teen even hints to the fact that there was a big change in his life when he was 13. Again, that's 3 years ago. He's 16 now. So do the math. That's right after the hex came down, that there was a big change in his life. And I think that's when he realized he has powers, because he didn't have powers before. Billy Kaplan maybe, who knows, maybe loosely had some connection to magic or witchy things, but it wasn't until he got the soul of Billy from Westview that now he has a full understanding of magic. So I think that's one of the histories that we're going to get. I think the other history that we're going to get, and why I think it could be episode 5, is the teen traveling down the road himself and having to confront and deal with some of his past. And then I think the next episode is going to be around the history of Agatha and Rio, and what happened to Nicholas Scratch. This idea that Nicholas Scratch was probably sacrificed to get the Darkhold, or something along those lines. Whether or not Rio saves Lilia and Jennifer Kale remains to be seen. I won't be surprised if, yes, she does. But she also does want the bodies. She also does have feelings for, at least had feelings for Agatha. And those don't seem to be fully gone away. So maybe she wants the bodies and she wants Agatha to have the power. That might be why she goes out of her way to save them as well. But I think that we get this meaningful history between the two and a better idea of whether or not Agatha has actually walked the Witch's Road before. So I think we see those over episodes 5 and 6. Then episode 7 is going to be our next big trial. It's going to be the trial that probably Lilia's trial. The teen takes care of the Green Witch trial by himself, off screen, mainly off screen, in episode 5 or episode 6. Maybe Rio even comes with him. Or that could even be the end of episode 6, after we understand kind of the history between Rio and Agatha and why she saved Agatha. But then we're going to get Lilia's trial, and Lilia's trial is going to explain some of what she has been saying, some of the visions that she's been seeing, things she's been saying that don't make any sense. And then the final episode is at the end of the Witch's Road. Who's still there? Who's still alive? Don't know. But I think we could just travel all the way to the end, and Agatha will get what she wants. She'll survive. She'll get what she wants. She wants power. She wants power to be able to bring back Nicholas, whatever that looks like. And I go over this in a video why I think that her goal ultimately is power, not just to bring back Nicholas. And Wiccan, does Wiccan get what Wiccan wants? Do we get the return of the Scarlet Witch, of Wanda? I think maybe. I think somewhat. Not fully. I don't think we get a true, the Scarlet Witch is back. We see Elizabeth Olsen or the back of a stunt double in physical form on the screen. But I think we maybe get whispers. We get this idea that the soul of the Scarlet Witch of Wanda has now been reached. But the issue is, where is that soul going to go? And what are the conditions potentially on that soul? But let me know your thoughts on where you think Agatha All Along is going to be going. Do you think my theory makes sense? You have any other expectations as for things that should happen or will happen? Do we see Mephisto or get more mention of Mephisto? Leave all of that down in the comment section below. And with that, I really do appreciate you all who are watching these videos. If you enjoy this content, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out the other videos that we have here. I'm putting out a bunch regularly on Agatha All Along, as well as then videos on other news and rumors, comics that I have coming in, and Marvel trading cards. If you want to hear our full thoughts on Agatha All Along, episode 5, you can check out the podcast. To find it here on YouTube, click on the channel and then the podcast tab, or wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. Our thoughts are going to be coming out this upcoming Tuesday, just in time to get ready for Agatha All Along episode 6. But with that, we'll see you next time.